Have you ever seen a business person and just by spending some minutes with them, you can tell if they're professional or not? In this video, we'll be looking at how to carry yourself as a business person so that every time you meet up with a client, they can always see you and perceive you as the professional and business mogul that you are. That said, my name is Mary and I'm the creative director of Floral Touch. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, I love you so much. Thank you for returning. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So I've grouped this or categorized this into two. And the first is your appearance. And under this, I have three main points. By appearance, I mean how do people perceive you when they meet with you? Like when they meet with you in person, how do they feel? Do you get, like, without even using your service yet, how do you make them feel? The first one is very important. People say it a lot, but most times, especially with business people, we tend to overlook it. And I think it's because you want to rush out every morning, you have deadlines to meet, you have a client waiting for you, you don't want to go late and all that. So we overlook this a lot, and that is how you dress. You must always maintain that professional look. Trust me, you cannot go to your salon with a torn clothes. You can't. And I'm not saying you have to always show up in a suit and a tie. Nope, nope, nope. But find something that is very comfortable and at the same time still position you as a professional that you are. There's a popular saying that, dress the way you want to be addressed. So people will address you based on how they see you. So the first thing a client will see, especially a new client, is how you are dressed. So you don't want to dress shabbily. Make sure you put a lot of thoughts and intentionality into how you show up. In fact, I believe that you should even have like a dress code. More like, for example, there's this two-piece that is in vogue right now. You can actually sew two-piece that are, stylish for your body type, and that is comfortable enough, especially the material it is made with, comfortable enough for you to not feel, tight inside of the clothes. Like you'll feel comfortable inside of it, and at the same time, you'll still be showing up in your best self. And the next thing is, you see the second point. It's always a total turn off for me when people are not mindful of it, sincerely. And business people make this mistake a whole lot. And that is how you talk. Use your words wisely. Use your words well. This is very important. In fact, when they see you, like I said, the first thing they will notice is how you're dressed. The next thing they'll come in contact with is your words. Like your words. What are you going to say out of your mouth? So you have to be really intentional about this. Because the next thing is, oh hi, my name is Floral. Someone referred me, blah 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 blah, and they'll be expecting you to talk back, right? You need to use your words well. For example, if they come to you with a style you're not familiar with, you need to choose your words wisely in such a way that you do not give them false hope. Don't tell them you can do something, at the end of the day you don't do it or you can't do it. They won't come back. So you need to be intentional about your words. How do you speak? Moving on. You see, this third point is very fundamental as a stylist. This is like a badge you must wear every time you show up. And that is be friendly. See, when they see how you're dressed, when they've heard you talk, the next thing is, how is your aura? Are you welcoming? How do you welcome people? Are you friendly? You must be friendly. But I'm not going to balance this and say that as much as you're friendly, still protect your boundaries in such a way that be friendly but be able to, state your price up front. Be friendly but don't collect credit if you don't, right? So don't, because you're friendly, now cross your boundaries. No. Those two, they must go together, right? Be friendly, but yet keep your boundaries intact. That said, we're going to move to the next category. This next category, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it because the ones we talked about is, that one where, they can see your dressing, they can, hear you talk, they can perceive your aura, the welcoming vibe and everything that you have. But in this second segment, there are things that you do that they don't necessarily come in contact with like physically, but yet they are very, very important. And that is how you carry your brand in itself. The first point under this is break in transmission. I wrote a book for you. So if you're a business person, a salon owner especially, I wrote a book for you. I wrote this book from my wealth of experience as a business person, as a salon owner, and also from the experiences of thriving stylists around me. This book is carefully curated to take you from a struggling stylist. In fact, if you're already doing well, it will take you from wherever you are and place you as a thriving stylist. This book is currently going at a ridiculous price. And I mean it. And that's because I really want everyone to access this book. There's not so much I can say here, but if I'm saying all of these things I'm saying, you should know that the book will be so packed. It will help you. All right. So without saying so much, the book is on seller, and the information that you need will be in the description below. That said, let's get back to the video. Have defined structures. Structure is so important. How do people book when they want to come to your salon? How do you welcome people when they come in? How do you treat them when they're in your salon? How do you treat them when they leave? How do you ensure they come back? Those structures, make sure they're in place. If someone comes late, are they going to pay a charge, or you're just going to let it slip? You have to have defined, please underline the word defined in your mind. Defined structures. That is, it must be defined. You can't just break it anyhow. Don't break it for anybody, except on rare occasions. So number one, have defined structures. This carries you as a professional business person. This next point, I remember 2020, I think 2022. I sat beside someone, was in church, and I realized this lady was fond of doing something. And then I asked her, I said, "Why are you like this?" And she looked at me and she said, "I am punctual by nature." She said it and I was shocked. It struck my heart because at the time I wasn't yet big on being punctual. I go early to places, but not like I now have it at the back of my mind that punctuality is a big deal. But when she said it, I'm like, wow. She said I'm punctual by nature. Now that is something I can say about myself. And I believe that every business person should also have this culture where you should believe, where you should be punctual by nature. Start to see yourself as someone who is punctual by nature. You cannot give someone an appointment for 9 and then you now show up 9:30. Don't do it as a business person. Don't do it. If you do it for me, that's the last time you're going to see me. Don't do it. If your client comes late, that's still okay. But you're still supposed to even correct them because you're not supposed to waste your time. But the worst scenario is now when you waste their time. Because customer is king. They can choose to not come again. Do you get? So please make sure that in everything you do, always keep the time. That carries you as a that puts you in a position of someone that knows what they are doing, as a real business person, a professional business person. This next point is a big mistake I know that most business people make, and they make it constantly. And that's the beginning of I would say pitfall for most salon owners. And that is when you do not separate your personal time from your business time. That is, that I'm working from Monday to Saturday. I'm working from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, Monday to Saturday. That is 16601. That is your personal time. No one should walk in 601 and you should pay attention to such a person. When someone comes in 601, greet them well and tell them to come tomorrow. You need to know that from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., that is your business time. Show up for business, 100%. Show up for your business. But when is personal time? Say, for example, Sunday is, family time. Don't mix that time with business. The moment you start to mix your personal time and your business time, it just automatically means that you're not professional. You can think that, oh, you're hardworking, you're just very, you're up and doing. That's not being up and doing. You're not working smartly that way. Do you get? So you need to separate your business time and your personal time. With this viewpoint, I hope you now know how to carry yourself better as a business person, so that when next you meet with a client, they leave having a very good perception of you. They leave having this, wow, that lady is so professional. Wow, my time with her was so beautiful. I can't wait for my next appointment. You need to start to see yourself this way and carry yourself this way. Do you get? Alright, if you've learned one or two things from this video, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Like, don't watch and not subscribe. It's not okay. It's not fair. If I want to see you grow, I believe you should also want to see my channel grow. So if you want to see my channel grow, just go straight to the subscribe button, click it, and also click on the notification bell so that each time I post a video, you see it on time. That said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.